Have you ever walked into a room and felt something was wrong, even though everything looked normal? People were talking, smiling, and acting fine, but inside you felt uneasy. You couldn't explain it, and you didn't know why you felt that way. Most people ignore this feeling and move on, but that feeling is not random. It is your brain noticing small signals that you were never taught to understand. Some people always seem to know what is happening in a room. They can tell who is confident, who is nervous, and who is pretending. They don't have special powers and they are not guessing. They are simply paying attention in the right way. Intelligence agencies train their people to do exactly this. They do not rely on luck or intuition. They rely on observation. The CIA does not try to read minds. They read changes in human behavior. That is the most important thing to understand. People behave in a normal way when they are relaxed. When something inside them changes, their behavior changes too. That change is where information hides. Today, I'm going to show you how this works in a very simple way, step by step, without using complicated words or tricks. Before you learn how to read a room, you need to understand one rule. The room reads you first. People feel your presence before they hear what you say. If you move fast, speak fast, or look tense, people feel pressure. If you are calm, slow, and relaxed, people feel safe around you. This happens automatically, without anyone thinking about it. Real power is quiet. Powerful people are never in a hurry. They are comfortable with silence. They sit still, they listen, and they let others speak. This is not acting or pretending. This is control over your body and your mind. When your mind is calm, you can notice small details that others miss. Most people think reading a room means watching body language like crossed arms or posture. That is a mistake. Professionals do not chase random signals. They look for change. Every person has a normal way of speaking, moving, and reacting. This is called a baseline. When that baseline changes, something inside that person changed too. One signal by itself means nothing. A change in behavior means something. This is the foundation of how intelligence agencies read a room. If you remember this one idea, everything else will make sense. When professionals walk into a room, they do not try to watch everyone at once. They relax first. A calm mind sees more than a busy mind. They let the room settle. They observe how people act when nothing important is happening. This is how they learn the baseline of the room.
The most important thing to remember is this. You are not looking for strange behavior. You are looking for changes from normal behavior. Someone talking loudly is not important. Someone suddenly lowering their voice is important. Someone moving their hands a lot is not important. Someone suddenly freezing their hands is important. One of the first places where change appears is the face. The face reacts faster than the body, and on the face, the eyes give away the most information. This is where many people get uncomfortable because the eyes cannot be controlled easily. Everyone has a normal blink rate. When a person is calm, their blinking is steady. When a person is deeply focused, blinking often slows down. When a person feels stress or pressure, blinking usually speeds up. This happens automatically because blinking is controlled by the nervous system. What matters most is not fast blinking or slow blinking by itself. What matters is sudden change. If someone was blinking normally and suddenly starts blinking much faster when a certain topic comes up, that topic created pressure. If someone suddenly stops blinking and stares, they are trying to control the situation. This is where spotting a lie begins, but you must understand something very important. Stress does not always mean lying. People feel stress for many reasons. Fear, excitement, embarrassment, or surprise can all cause stress. That is why professionals never accuse. They observe. When blink rate changes, do not react. Do not show emotion. Do not confront the person. Simply pause. Silence creates pressure. Pressure reveals more information than questions ever do. You can also change the question slightly. When you move away from the topic and then return to it later, watch what happens. If the same signals appear again, you are not guessing anymore. You are observing a pattern. This is how intelligence agencies work. They let behavior repeat itself. They let pressure do the work. They stay calm and patient because truth always leaks when pressure is applied, quietly. By now, you understand that reading a room is not about control or manipulation. It is about awareness. When you become aware, you stop reacting emotionally. You stop rushing to conclusions. You start seeing people as they are, not as they want to appear. When you notice changes in behavior, your job is not to expose anyone. Your job is to stay calm and let things unfold. Smart people do not rush. They pause. Silence makes people uncomfortable, and discomfort creates pressure. Pressure reveals truth naturally. If you think someone might be hiding something, the worst thing you can do is accuse them. Accusation shuts people down. Observation opens people up. When you stay relaxed and ask
simple questions, people reveal more than they realize. Truth leaks out in small ways when people feel pressure, but not attack. This skill is useful everywhere. In conversations, in meetings, in interviews, in friendships, even in daily life. Once you learn to notice change, you will start seeing things you never saw before. You will notice who feels confident, who feels unsure, and who feels uneasy about certain topics. The most important thing to remember is this: one signal means nothing. A pattern of change means something. Always look for repetition. Always look for consistency. When the same behavior appears again and again under the same pressure, you are no longer guessing. You are reading. Reading a room does not make you cold or distant. It makes you calm. Calm people listen better. Calm people think clearly. Calm people make better decisions. Awareness gives you options, and options give you confidence. Once you understand people, you stop being controlled by emotions. You stop overthinking. You stop feeling confused in social situations. You start feeling grounded and present because you know what to look for and what to ignore. This is how intelligence agencies think. They do not jump to conclusions. They observe, wait, and let behavior speak.